Let's go like this. All right, here we go. It's Big Al, obviously, and DMac as we get late into the stages of camp. Today, Alfred, we're seeing a couple of different things going on. Dookie Ihenacho cemented. CJ Anderson getting a lot more play today with the twos. Why don't you talk about some of those things?
Well, I think what you see about what's happening in camp right now is competition has taken place, and the guys who've played the best are starting to be elevated on the depth chart. And that's about normal this time of year, especially going into the second preseason game, because really you only have one more game for the real warm-up, and that's the third preseason game. So when you look at a guy like CJ Anderson, who's been popping runs in practice, also in games, it makes sense for him to move up on the depth chart. But with Dookie Ihenacho, he's got to be the surprise of the entire camp this year. He is by far the best safety that they have on this roster. And his play has been physical. He's been a playmaker in the passing game, along with just being a heady second-year guy who was a practice squad guy last year. He's your starter this year.
He is your starter. He had an interception on Peyton Manning in a goal line situation. I guess, though, the big story is Chris Cooper coming out. There's Scott Hastings. Thank you for touching me there. Chris Cooper coming out way before anybody expected to see him in pads.
Yeah, and on top of that, you know, restructuring his contract was pretty big. I mean, for a guy, that's a part of football I really hate as a former NFL football player.
Took a big pay cut, right?
Yeah, you know, they come to you when you are injured and they ask you to take a pay cut for the team, but you know, and then you see the guy out here not 100%. But you know one thing about Chris Cooper: if he can get on the field, he's going to make plays for you in the blocking game, whether we're talking about run blocking or pass blocking, and hopefully he can recoup that money at some time. But everything has been accelerated. We saw him out here last week, and he looked better. Still a little hobbled. Can't wait to see what this guy looks like in 2 or 3 weeks, not this week.
Yeah. Another note, J.D. Walton is out of his boot and out of that little wheelie thing, and will start being able to sweat, as he said, tomorrow as he starts working out. Getting healthier as we get into preseason game number 2 here on a Tuesday afternoon at Dove Valley.